Hello and welcome back to Snack Play Love, also streaming on the NLI10 channel, just because we can. Oops, oh god, everything falls to bits as soon as you try and turn it on this. Right, okay, so the cat is very confused by the fact I'm talking. The Turbo Draft appeared this afternoon. Had to do some quests to get the gold required because I wasn't going to risk gems on it. Looks like the break even. Wow. Yeah, I don't really know where the break even is. Supposed 4 wins? 6? Yeah, let's try it anyway. I presume it's a quick draft. Yep, it is. So that gives us a little bit of time to mess about. The gimmick with this is that spells cost less. So a Great Sandworm, instead of costing 5, costs 2 green. That is ridiculous. That means that this is a ridiculous card. A Skycat Sovereign still costs 2, and its ability still costs 4. So that isn't a bomb in this format, and that is. But then you've got the Dreamtail Heron, which is a bomb in both versions. So frankly, I think that unless we rare draft the first one and then worry about it afterwards, the Dreamtail Heron is definitely the premier pick here. But assuming that they've left everything as it was, I think that realistically, what's going to happen is everybody's going to be playing decks full of Greater Sandworm style things, which means that blockers, flyers, and so on and so forth are going to be the order of the day. I'm going to take the rare for the collection. Whoa, that's loud. Okay, we need to fix that. Why would it be doing the desktop audio that loud? Maybe it's for me as well. Hang on, let me... My partner uses this laptop as well, and I suspect that whatever she did made it get turned up. So we've got our Dreamtail Heron. It's a common, it's more likely to show up than the boost thing is. Great Horn, I don't know how many, not how many, how good that's going to be in terms of getting land, because we don't need land. A 1 mana 5/5 haste creature is actually bonkers as well, isn't it? Is everybody just going to be in a massive amount of colours, so the Migratory Greathorn is better because of that? I'm going to take the Heron. That's better. If there is anybody here in the chat, do just tell me if the sound levels are absolutely horrible. It doesn't show up at the moment. It doesn't look like I'm streaming. Let me just go back into the OBS. No, it seems to say we're streaming. The problem with this is, having never played the format, we don't know what's going to happen. It's worth a risk of 500 gold though. Do we want people to discard endlessly? We probably do. Is Hexproof going to make anything? See, it's really hard to evaluate these as sort of everything is basically 1 mana. Is it going to be a draw a card format like some of the other events are? That's a distinct possibility. Do we take the jewels really high? I think Cavern Whisper is just better in terms of getting things to happen. So let's take that. Tapping the giant things down so they don't untap is in colours and is really good. That costs 0. 0 +3/+3, which is going to go massively late in draft. Wow. I can see my deck being a little bit adaptively shimmery. I'm going to take the Frost Links because that's a known quantity. Costs 1 mana anyway. And if we're definitely in blue, I think that works. Yeah. And again, that's 1 mana to cycle, 2 mana to tap 2 creatures. We're mostly blue as it stands. We're going to pick up any ridiculous bombs that we get along the way. I think Wilt's probably playable right now, but we might see that later. Search for 2 land cards for 1 green. Maybe you have to have green in your deck in this format. That doesn't cost us anything, and it's looking like we're going to want to be more colours. The Greater Sunworm Wield because it's quick draft. Again, this is why these end up in decks, because they cost, well, in this they cost 1 mana, but they cost no picks because you pick them up so late. Sorry, I'm just messing with the my channel stream monitor thing. Apparently we have a viewer, but it's usually me when it shakes out. So I'm going to take the Sandworm. Is that good? This always costs 1. I think we're just going to go 5 colour good stuff. I think that is going to be what happens. We're going to focus on the blue because we've got some amazing blue cards. I think that's going to be the most useful in the long run, but that's going in the sideboard at the moment. I don't want to base any decisions on it. Weaponize the monsters, no. Double Strike with all these fatties could win, and we can put it in our deck as a cycling card anyway. That is probably going to be trash. 1 mana 3/1. I'm going to be playing green, so we'll put it in the deck. Okay, so Chevel. That changes things a little bit because that is, well, it's a card we need. You can't see my overlays. It says 3 out of 4. But also, that means we draw lots of cards should we get it out. Rumbling Lock Slide as well. 1 mana, destroy all the things. I think they knew what they were doing when they chose this set. Pardon me, as the one to put in. Instants and sorceries in the graveyard. That doesn't really do as much as we think it does right now. Unbreakable Bond, however, is 1 mana, your best card out the graveyard. I mean, even if we're only getting back the Chevel, because if we forget everything that we took up to this point and say we are green-black, so that we can get Chevel out on turn and keep drawing stuff, and then from that point we will get to the blue stuff later in the game. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. And the red stuff. 3 damage to target creature no longer seems good. Yeah. Are we going to play anything with converted mana cost 3 or less? Probably not. Migration Path again is likely to be stupidly good. I don't think we can pass those. I don't think there is going to be a better card in the format than get the 2 different colours that you haven't got for 1 mana. I don't think there's a stage in the game where a 1 mana ramp spell doesn't help. Do we want white cards? I'm not sure we do. Capridor's fine, but there isn't going to be that much non-combat damage floating around. So bearing in mind that we're wanting to put blue and green in the deck, I think, what's this do? Yeah, I think we want that. It's very pretty, but I don't think it does much when we're not mutating. Not mutating very often anyway. Do we want the black-red land? Is there anything here that is expensive enough to be worth playing? A 3/4 for 1 is still ridiculously good, but if we can avoid putting white into the deck, we make ourselves a little more consistent. Look at this. See, I mean, oh, don't put white in. Here's all the white cards. But none of these are amazing. Honestly, Wilt is probably the best card here, but if we're going to be playing any white cards, we want the Wind-Scarred Crag. But I think Wilt is probably just the best card. Leosaur gives people things. The crystals cost 0? Yeah. Not considered that either. As long as we've got some card draw to offset all these things that just come in and go straight to the bin. I think we want some card draw. Again, I don't like that we're really base 3 colours, but I mean, 7 blue spells means that we're going to want to split things a little bit better, and we can totally splash the red removal if we ever saw the good red removal late enough in the pack, or we can splash the one of the black things instead of splashing the green things. But I do not know. I really don't know. I don't think that does anything. Or does it? We've got enough copies in our collection of all these cards. The number rating gives this the best in normal because it's got great in the mid to late game, but if everybody's casting 3/4s for 1 and upwards, if all of these creatures cost 1 mana, then this is the best creature. It's a 3/4 flyer. No, I'm just going to put a Sleeper Dart in the sideboard. Convolute. Controller pays 4, but we can counter it for 1? Or is Fog just better? 1 mana green Fog or 1 mana counter. I don't want to be leaving my mana up, but we are almost certainly going to be leaving mana up. It's a weird format. I haven't checked the chat actually. There might be a chat going. Dum dum dum. Well, those are colours that we definitely want to be in, and the rest are a bit junky. So I think that is absolutely fine. Wilt 2? Yeah. The first one's sneaky, but the second one's overload. 1 mana 1/5 Pangolin. Should we hit the black? It's probably going to be more relevant than a second Wilt at this point. I might put that in the sideboard for the moment. I know this is best of 1. That's basically useless in this. Oh. So, I don't think Channeled Force does anything. The best card here, as normal cards, is probably the Oricorn, because we gain life and we gain vigilance. We can cast that for free. Mutual Destruction kills all of the things, and we're kind of in black. Kind of in black. We are in black. What counters have we put on things, though? Death Touch counters. That seems unlikely. Yeah, we probably don't want to play that. It was worth taking until we understood the cards. Because I think with the blue being late, the turning the giant monsters into flyers plan is probably a little bit less good. We haven't really got any flying counters. We haven't really got any +1/+1 counters. That's got a hexproof counter, I suppose, and a flying counter. And I suppose it only costs 1 mana. Mutual Destruction's probably the correct pick, but I think the Ozolith gives us an opportunity to do something stupid in a format we may never ever see again. Chittering Harvester. That's a good point, actually. A mutate costs cheaper. You know, I didn't really think about that. So that would cost 1 or 4 to mutate. When you know you're casting it for its mutate cost. So yeah, that would be cheaper. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Take the best card in the pack. Clash of Titans costing 2 is amazing, but we're splashing red at best. I would love the Migratory Greathorn. I want one of those. That still costs 2. Deadweight's not going to do much. Capture Sphere, on the other hand, is definitely going to do stuff. Is that just the best thing? I think it might be. Recon mission for 2 is probably really good. Back for more, however, is Brill. Ram through's good, even if it costs 1 instead of 2. If we've got fatties out, it's good, but I think back for more is just better. See, I wanted this. I wanted something like this. Because we don't really have many super chunky creatures. We really don't. But is reanimating the ones we do have going to be enough? That's what we want. That's definitely in the deck. Explosion sounds. Oh, another Evolving Wilds or another draw 2 cards. I think we just keep drawing. Reflection, no. Just going to take the Evolving Wilds because we are a 3-colour deck with a red splash. We took the Thwart the Enemy. What was the option? Oh, the counter spell, yeah. Targets a permanent you control and draw a card. I think the fogs are going to be main deckable. I really do. We wanted one of those. I mean, we're still not convinced that it works, but how many humans do we have? 1. So that's not as good as you think it would be, but that, however, is... they're right, you don't want to play this without sack outlets, but keep safe. Plummet, there's going to be creatures with flying. Dark Bargain. Dark Bargain for 1 mana is basically the same as that draw 2, isn't it? Southern Spinnerets, we've got 1. We don't want 2. We don't want to play a plains. Ugh. Well, this is a mess, isn't it? But that's a good thing. What are our colours as they stand? 10, 10, 8. So if it wasn't for the fact that we really want to be hitting migration paths on turn 1, I'd be tempted to drop some of the green. We didn't get as many dual lands near the end. We got 1 of each. Yeah. Oh no, the red's the splash, isn't it? So fine with that. As it's saying, the tentative connection doesn't require any red mana, but it does because we've got Evolving Wilds to get the red mana. That's definitely our most powerful card. What is a mutated deck thing? Yeah, I'll use that one for a while. Okay. Can you see this okay? It is a mess. It really is. So that's our draw 2 pile. 1 mana, draw 2. 1 mana, put 2 lands onto the battlefield. I mean, if I'm completely misunderstanding this format, please hit me up. These are our cards that cost 2 mana. No, those cost 1 still. This costs 2. We haven't got any real good discard outlets in the main. Did we take one for the side? Cathartic Reunion, yeah, but it's red, so not that worried. That's our 3 main colours, and he's free. The Aegis Turtle. Adaptive Shimmer is free. Is a 5 mana card. Well, no, it's a 1 mana card. So it costs the same as all of these creatures. That's a 2 mana thing. That's a cycle. I wonder if the cycling thing's free. Is cycling an alternate cost? Maybe we can cycle for free in this. We'll see. It's going to be exciting. Those are 1 mana. Chittering Harvester, 1 mana. Have you been to a Chittering Harvester before? That's more expensive. That costs 3. God, yeesh. How can we have a card in our deck if it costs 3? They all cost 1 as instants and sorceries. He costs 2, so he goes on the 2 pile. In fact, he goes on the 2 pile. He goes on the 3 pile. You gonna let me make it? Yep. This is fascinating. With that many draws and removes, we can probably afford to play. That's 1 mana as well. So 1 mana, 1 mana, 2 mana, 2 mana. Yeah. It is a mess. I mean, go back to the real view. I hate this view. You just can't see anything. That makes no sense. But we've got too many creatures. Well, no, we've definitely got too many non-creatures, but we've got too many does-nothing creatures like this turtle. Because he doesn't have flash, and he's mainly there as a mutate target. But if we have the ability to mutate onto absolutely everything, because we've got 1 human who is Chevel, then I don't think that's going to be a problem. Sorry, just putting the heating on. It's an interesting one. I think we need, well, we definitely need whatever they're called. Mountain. You going to show me the lands? Don't care which one. It's fine. We only want 1. 2 Evolving Wilds. 2 of those. We've got too many red sources, but that is fine with me. I'm not going to put the flyer in, I don't think. As much as that would be great, I think it's just that little bit unreliable. Is it going to have messed it up? No, it's still there. So, 1 mana creatures that are no good. Gloom Pangolin is probably the worst. And the Fog's probably the worst. That feels like it should have been a cycling card. It really does. But I like that they put it on the artifact or enchantment removal. We can cycle him if we get stuck for green. How many instances, not instants and sorceries, lands do we've got now? 18 lands. 18 lands of 48 cards. Considering we don't need lands to cast things, it is very tempting to go down. Maybe that's the best version of the deck. Maybe you take every crystal and you don't put lands in the deck. Okay, what's that? That's 15 lands in 45 cards, so that is 1/3 land, 33%. With cycling, with the weird reductions. Oh, what is he? What even is the Sultai? What was it? Turbo. Okay. Well, let us see what happens. So, not affect the coloured mana, does not apply to activated abilities. 3 losses. Bot draft. So it's quick draft. Okay. Let us see what happens. Again, I might pause the filming, the recording of this after the first game and go make myself a drink, but for streaming I'll leave the stream on, but put the deck list up, then our viewers in the chat can pop in and show us what's what. So we've got double green, we've got red, we just lack blue. So that is 0. Boom. Do we want to cast Cavern Whisperer for 0? For 1 even? I think we do. Two mana on turn 1. It's not bad. Sleeper Dart. Draws a card, actually. Yes. Oh. That's a free draw a card. We should have taken all of those. God damn it. Evolving Wilds fetching blue means that we don't... Well, no, that we have that. I mean, right now I'm thinking we definitely have too many. So the activated abilities are free as well. Mind you, that one was free anyway. This is exciting. Are we going to have to sack our creature? Dark Bargain. Is that our only black source? Two cards in our hand. I believe he's going to get us to sacrifice a creature. So we want to go and get our blue source. Do we want to hit him for 4? No. No, I don't think we do. It's interesting though. Very interesting. Do we want to capture sphere it? Does it untap it? Untap, yeah. So, Gloom Pangolin is as terrible as we thought. It really... Well, do you know, it blocks that and it stops us from having to sack something. Do you think he's got the Flash Mutate guy? Exile target creature with power 4 or greater. Yeah, that is a problem. See, I don't really want to capture sphere this. Let's do it. If he's got the counters, though, there are some very cheap counters. It's a 6-8, so well, I think we're hitting. Who'd have thunk tentative connection was that good? Primal empathy. Okay. That's an instant. Instant gloom pangolin. I don't think we do. I just think we do that so we don't draw lands more than so that we do. Does he get a counter on it this turn? I don't think he does. I think he draws a card. Oh, we're going to be restructuring this deck. We really are. So now you've got all this mana that we don't need. What are we going to do with it? Godzilla. I bet you can destroy it. You got the removal? Okay. So he has to block. No, he doesn't have to block. End turn? If he taps both, then... Oh, this is a very confusing format to play. Because you need to draw lands. It's like an aggro deck. You need to draw them, but... Yeah, we've got the mana for that. Told you fog could be good. Wow. Okay. This is gonna get confusing. So the hive mind is going to figure this one out really quickly if they haven't already. Let's have a look at what we've got. Sleeper Dart's in the deck. Why on earth I didn't spot that draws a card. That filters our lands. Cycling 2 is free? Okay. Uzalith kind of does stuff. This does that, that does that, does that, does that, that does those draw. Gloom Pangolin. Did that do anything? No. So it goes. Capture Sphere did. Would a 1/6 flash do anything? I believe it would. Those won us the game. We probably should have a deck that is, pardon me, just Tentative Connection and Fox. Frostveil Ambush is good. Big things. That mutates, that mutates, that mutates. These are graveyards, free flash things. Ugh. Hexproof. Sandworm isn't as good as I thought it would be because it doesn't have trample, but we can do stuff to it. But these lands, we need to play like it's a weird format. Did I take one of the mountains out? I don't remember taking one of the mountains out. 15. I thought I took 3 lands out. Weird. No, I did put 1 in. Is 15 out of 47 just too low? How many free draws do we need? Excuse me, just flicking backwards and forwards and having a think about this. Because that's a land. That's a free land. It's a free land that we can cycle if we don't need the free land. So, yeah. Evolving Wild strips lands out of our decks like nobody's business. I think we just play it. I mean, I know I said I was going to get a drink at this point, but I think we're just going to carry on. Dum dum dum. Right, we keep it because it's got of one mind and migration path. Jesus Christ, that's an acceptable start. Blue, no, black, red. Hey. Yeah, crystal before land. Oh, Gigantha the Wellspring, my god, that's a turn 1 play. That's discard. Let's draw some. Do we start punching them? This is thinning our deck out like nobody's business. Keep safe? What? Oh my god. That's insane. I mean, I'm good. What you got? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell. Yeah? No, I see how that works. I see how that works. This is insane. Do we want to swing for 9? There's a very good chance he's got a green thing. We should probably keep it for when we swing for lethal. Yeah, only good thing is it would cost 1 anyway now. Yeah. Go on. Pump and block, block and pump. I was expecting the untap spell, you see. The untap, give it powerful, double block, kill my creature, shenanigans, end the game. 5, 6, 7, 8. Dead in 2, of 1 mind. This person read cards. We are definitely fogging this turn. Oh god, the crystals pump that up as well. That is horrible. I mean, Dom, if you're watching this at any point, this is yeah. This is what I was talking about. Tap creatures. Oh, I don't even understand what he's done there. Did he pay 1 mana to activate that? Fog. Draw a card? Oh. What colours have we got here? Red, black and white, red and white. I think black does me the most harm. Or do you just cycle it? Is cycling free? It is free when you've got this many lands, isn't it? I think I just stomach the fact that okay. I pretend I don't understand how that works. This is before blocks, just in case he does do anything. I am hellbent. My hand is empty. What are you going to do? Uzalith. Oh, that's a do-nothing card now. Don't tell me you've got fogs as well. He hasn't got the untap thing. Oh no, it doesn't matter because it's menace. Haha. So he might still have the untap thing. There's definitely Minstons and Morceries here. I expect to lose this one next turn. I really fucking do, but oh. This is not good. I mean, 23% chance of us drawing a land now. Such embarrassment. Oh! Baby shark. Do. He bounced the thing with flash. You got the counter? Do ya? Do you got the counter? 26 cards in deck, 24. We need to block 6, do we? Or do we just block 5 and then 6? Come on. No, that's not what we needed. Jesus Christ. That's a massive embarrassment. Good game, nice. If we'd have kept the steel spell and used it on the Archipelago, we'd have probably won that. But I genuinely didn't anticipate quite so much Voltron in this format. I mean, I really should, but hi Dom, you are the only viewer. I'm reading my messages now. I probably should like just have this face up instead of the chat, you know. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, I fogged. I had all the fogs. That was how I won the one game that I'm going to win. Look at my 100 gems. But as you can see, we have enough gems. It's fine. Is there anything else that should be in here? It untaps. Untapping, guys, it's good. What's bad? I mean, is Chevel bad when we don't kill anything? Probably. Double strike on their thing is probably never going to happen. That was almost the perfect start and we still lost. I'm ashamed by that one. We need more people who haven't thought about the format to play. There was something similar to this that we played probably in alpha, and everybody outside of maybe one person in it, they just drafted a normal deck. They hadn't anticipated that everything was free or whatever the format was, and well, that seemed to cost them. Hey, we can draw a card at least. I'm going to turn 0 Sleeper Dart. I am. Oh, they've got pony sleeves. Hello. Yep, Lava Serpent. We were right that that's ridiculous. 10 mana. Right, so Sleeper Dart, draw a card, see what we actually have. Crystal is blue, which is amazing. We can then give that hexproof. Play our blue land, draw 2 cards. Prevent one of those from attacking next turn. Kitty thinks this is an insane format as well. Yeah, I don't know that that's... Yeah, the 2 green on that. We've got to play our forest. We can't... Can we mutate onto that? Opponent discards a card. That does black, doesn't it? Yeah. We need to keep it as a 3/6 so we can block. They discard a forest. That's amazing. We cannot attack. So, Greatest Sandworm as a discard target. It's just attacking with those 2. Probably doesn't have the pump spell. We're dead next turn. That's green as well, isn't it? There's nothing in the graveyard for Unbreakable Bond. That strategy is atrociously bad, Rich. He has Death Touch. Hey, kitty. Pass the turn. Lava Serpent. Swing with everything. Come on, swing with everything. Past the blockers first. One blocker there, one blocker there, block, thwart the enemy. Oh yeah, it didn't actually do me any damage, did it? He's out of cards now. Come on, swing. Evolving Wilds tapped. No attacks. Come on, brick. Keep bricking. Yes, that's what we need. We have some discard outlets, so I'm not just going to blindly play lands. Cheval as well. Okay, my watch was flashing then. Of one mind. Amazing. Migration path. Less amazing. Does he actually draw live this turn? Shit, if he does, I think we're dead. Fertilid. Kind of need a blocker. If we make a draw a card thing, what happens? Do we have anything we can get out of the graveyard? We do not. Yeah, you're right, you should take some lands out your deck. We have the thwart the enemy now. That is good. Oh shit, he's got the fucking reach blocker. He's got to presume tricks, hasn't he? Lead the Stampede also pretty good in this point. So he's got trample. Is he going to swing this turn? He's not. Good play. Pretend to be reading that because I didn't realise it lost me life. 2 blue, that's blue. That gains us life. So how many is it? What? That's insane. I mean, that is a ridiculous set of cards. Past blockers. Block there. Double block there. Oh shit, I should have like flashed that in, shouldn't I? Cycle that. He basically does nothing now. If I Dreamtail Heron attack, I've got 3 blue. Frost Lynx. No, because I need to kill that. Mind you, yeah, I haven't got a fog anymore, have I? I was thinking I got fogs. I do not have fogs. I have something else. How many cards has this guy got? 13. Unbreakable Bond still does nothing. I cannot believe that. So, do we just die to the trample guy now that we've done that? Cheval does nothing as well. Cheval maybe drew us 1 card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lots. I think we just pass the turn. Because if we attack in the air, we can't attack in the air. We attack from the air for 3, and he blocks it. So yeah, blocking 11 trample would have been better. Menace. Oh! So yeah, he wants to massively alpha strike. He's got 11, I've got 13. And I'm supposed to be drawing all the cards. God damn it. These single life gain lands are helping rather a lot. 8, 9, 10, 11. So blocking with the 3/4 kills Godzilla. But we need to take the damage from something then. So we have sufficient blockers if we fuck it up. If we attack with something and then we can't, because he doesn't have to block the 8, or he could chump it. We'd struggle to block the 4. If I attack with 2, I think I die. Space Godzilla comes in. See, if that had lifelink, then I think we'd be okay. Haste. Does this just kill us now because of the trample? I think it does. So realistically, we need to block that. No, I think we just die. I think it was a mistake to attack with the 8/8, but he did top deck. How many lava serpents have we had? That was the 4th or 5th. Got to try. No, you've just double blocked that one, have you? No. I mean, he doesn't know we haven't got the moon, but no, I don't think we could have blocked profitably there. I think and we didn't block with enough damage to kill Godzilla. We're so good at this. I think well, yeah, attacking with the 8/8 was a mistake, but I don't know whether we got anything that would have come through. Is there anything else that's just a bad card? Because nothing's triggering off the Ozolith. That could have saved us. Untap, yeah. That discarding lands is fine. Double strike is fine. Wilt. It's not been as good as I thought, but it's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Those are definitely good. We need more of all of these. Cry Station is a bonus blocker. It's not perfect, but it is playable. Shimmerer. If I'd have done the Shimmerer, we'd have had one thing less. Oh, it's the blooming handset that's flashing. I don't know why it's doing that. Chittering Harvester, back for one more. That's fight spell as well. Oh, I just realised what I should have done. If I'd have cycled the Void Beckoner, then I could have... Why has it got two very different names? Oh well. I could have given it lifelink by bringing it back, and then I would have had the life. Never mind. Okay, how many lands are we on? 15. That still feels way too low. And too high at the same time, which is the good amount to be. No, we almost won that one. No. I think there was a bit in the middle where it went hazy. If I only get one win on this, I'm going to be not upset, but I'm going to be surprised. I thought we'd do a little bit better. Which internet am I on? Huh. Actually on the home broadband. I didn't realise that. Oh. This is bad. Yeah, I think aggressive mulligans are probably the way forwards. I suspect that most people playing this are on their second go through. Fetching black and green, I suppose. That's a pretty good thing to get with flying. What are we casting this turn? We aren't really. Any removal spell kills that. That's the problem. If we do the Unbreakable Bond trick without knowing what their other colours are, please say you're stuck on one land and one not land. No. Don't be killing it straight away. To me that says he doesn't have an answer for this. He's playing multicolours. Does that kill us? 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it does. I genuinely cannot see how he got to lethal that quickly if I didn't play my big monster. That was embarrassing. Maybe that's it. Maybe you play the evasive things and the steal, or the big things and the reanimate, and not both. But yeah, let's see if our pack was as bad as our pile. We get Titan's Nest. I'm okay with that. Need those. Still got 22 core packs left. Probably want to open those fairly soon because the new set is on the horizon. Still only have one viewer, which is, I presume, my friend. Do feel free to message me. Wow, my camera's got quite dark. Well, we've streamed for an hour. I think I'm just going to do one standard game. Not standard, whatever it's called. We won't do that. We'll play with... Actually, we need to attack with creatures. We'll play with that one. This is the cat tribal deck that I've been talking about on YouTube. My partner has signed up for a Harry Potter quiz that starts 15 minutes before she'll arrive back. So the laptop will be required shortly for that. I mean, I could just set her up on the iPad or something, but I think she'd prefer it on this. Well, we're going to cycle, and then we're going to cat, cat, cat. That's the plan. Everything seems to have just gone a bit sketchy on the internet. Maybe it's just the opponent, but our things are still ticking up. The sounds are making sounds, the cards are doing card-like things. This laptop does have a habit of crashing, but it hasn't today. I genuinely don't know how I clip things and how I do all the other Twitch stuff. Maybe we can do things on our profile. Maybe that's it. Maybe if we haven't set up all of the profile stuff, nothing works. That's not a cat, that's a dinosaur hippo. Maybe Kahira does some dinosaurs as well. Oh, they're getting timed out. That's why. I'm getting lots of weird feedback. It's almost bedtime. In fact, what time is it? 7. Yeah, definitely should have eaten by now. Didn't really have lunch either, so... I mean, I had soup, but... didn't have any toast or anything with it. Hey, we get to keep. White first because we've got a war leader. Jesus. It seems to be getting louder again. Oh, the headphone volume controls are working now. So this is almost certainly some kind of mutate. We want golden fleecy time. That should have got a special art. If it had got a special art, I think people would have noticed it and started to play it seriously by now. But somebody destroys your things, you can make them indestructible. Somebody destroys after this guy dies, or just uses removal on it, you can make something else indestructible. It's fine. I don't know which way around we should play this. I suppose if we genuinely don't have a untapped land, then we play the serval. This guy's some kind of control deck. Nobody takes this long to play unless they're a control player. So this is the adventures deck. So we want to keep our feline sovereign. That comes in untapped. Back until we know that they have the lucky charm clover shenanigans ready for us to kill. Yep, now when you kill the bronze-hide lion, the main serval becomes indestructible instead. Thank you for reading my cards. You're just going to make some more things. If they had the lucky clover in hand, they'd have played it instead of playing the giant. My presumption is. Uro does nothing. Cool. Fine with that. I am down for whatever. Doesn't look like they've got sweepers. So we've tapped out, so we can't make bronze-hide lion indestructible, but that does mean that the enchantment will move onto the war leader. I should offer the card really, just in case you don't know what it does. Bronze-hide lion gains indestructible till end of turn, and when it dies, if you've still got a creature alive, which you frequently haven't in this format, it becomes an enchantment that does that ability on the creature you cast it on. Come on. You're not dead this turn. Just play the lucky clover. Come on. Because whenever one or more cats you control deal combat damage to a player, destroy up to one target artifact or enchantment that player has control of. So to speak. Oh dear. This is me putting in a quick game at the end of the video as a nice thing. I should have... oh! Bronze-hide lion to its hand. Do I mean, we play Temple, see what happens first. Elder Gargaroth, which we can cast, seems good to me. Mutate. Over. In with the team. It is nice. Cats. All the cats. Cats with cats, and cats with more cats. And we gain some life, so now we're at 25. We can give the cats +1/+1 and vigilance. Oh, it is dinosaur. God. We can't because Elder Gargaroth is our thing we are casting next turn. Or should we just draw some cards so that he doesn't blow us out with counters? I mean, blue control does to me suggest like he wants to steal and bounce. Bounce and steal. Uro does nothing. That's good. Oh, they got land this time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Catcher. Oh, 2 bonus damage. Catcher from nowhere. Oh, see, Uro is such a bad card when you haven't got the things to go with it, but that wasn't ranked. I feel like, what's the word? I feel pity for the people that I'm playing with this slightly tuned deck in play mode. But because it just looks like a junk cat tribal deck, it still wins. Yeah, let's put the deck list up. Why not? Let's finish on a deck list. Ban list. We know that one. Master of the Beasts. Because it was Kahira and all the Kahira things with solid footing and vigilance. But now it's cats. I mean, we should have more Feline Sovereign in because that is so good at the moment. How many? I've only got 45 wild cards. Maybe we don't want to use that. The Fronland Felidar trick of just tapping all your things is hilarious. The Gargaroth I put in because it's basically Green Baneslayer, isn't it? ECD I've just put 1 in because it's useful, but it's not really on theme. Nethroy, you use sweepers, I bring them all back. It's good times. And you can cast that on one of the little 1/1 cat tokens as well, which is hilarious. Great Henge because it's a green deck, so you know you're playing creatures, you're playing that. And Titanoth Rex, which is annoying because I still haven't got the promo art for it. But yeah, 2 Animal Sanctuaries, which frankly are not good. Yeah, they're an on-board combat trick, but how much mana does it take? 3? Yeah, 1 and 2. And it adds colourless. It's a bad card for this deck to have, but it's funny, so it's in. Right, anyway, I'm going to disappear. I'm going to try and make my dinner before my partner gets home, and I'm going to upload videos. So we are going to stop recording.